Hey guys, Sonda here. And no, this is not an audio commentary. This is video number 100. As you see, the big number 100 across your screen. Yes, this is my 100th video. And so I'm bringing you something very special. This is no StarCraft commentary. And yeah, you're going to see what that special thing is in a couple minutes here. But before I say that, I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself and about YouTube and stuff. Yeah, actually, this isn't my 100th video, or this isn't my 100th commentary. It is my 100th video, but it's actually my 99th. Let's think. Hold on. Yeah, I have 98 commentaries. One GG No Re introduction thing, and then this will be my 100th video. So yeah, 100th video. Now that I'm a little more popular than I was, even though I'm still just a little guy. I'm just a little dog. I plan on becoming more popular as it comes, and obviously getting better at my commentaries is my first concern before popularity. Anyway, so yeah, this is video number 100. Talk a little bit about myself here. Okay, I play Protoss, for those wondering. I'm not a great player at all. I just like to play and have fun with some friends, and I know a lot more about the game than I'm capable of doing. If I could do everything I knew, then I would be not as good as the Korean still, but I'd be decent. Anyways, so yeah, about StarCraft, I said before I play Protoss. My favorite unit, I really like Dragoons, even though I hate the way they move. I really don't like DTs. I just think they're so cheap and they're kind of abused on Battle.net because anyone can do a DT rush and beat you and stuff and catch you off guard. But so I'm not a big fan of DTs. And yeah, I play on SC2DG once in a while, but I usually play on US West, I just sleep over at my friend's house and we just play on Hamachi and stuff. If you need to contact me, I'm always on IRC. You can PM me on SC2GG, and my YouTube account is www.youtube.com/SCTeamRune, Team Rune, obviously. Because you're on that page to look at this video. And sorry about the random YouTube page. I wasn't even planning on using that for commentaries because I wasn't even planning to be a commentator when I started that. So anyways, let's get back to a little bit about myself. I play tennis and I love commentating StarCraft. I plan on taking StarCraft commentating to a higher level sometime in the future if I can get good enough, and I'm really take this pretty seriously, so I'm practicing very hard at that. Alright, and yeah, so I'm going to break down this video in a couple parts here. I'm actually going to be doing a game called Final Fantasy 11. It's what my brother and I almost said me and my brother, that'd be good. It's what my brother and I basically spent a lot of our time before StarCraft, a couple years actually, playing that game. So I'm going to go through that. And then, so really this is just going to be a fun time for me to celebrate my 100th video and bring it to you guys. Okay, so let's talk Final Fantasy 11 here. Alright. So, yeah, this is part 1 of the Final Fantasy XI, and I'm just going to go through the basic parts that make up this game. And this first part is, of course, to be able to get to the higher level and to be able to do some of the great things in higher level Final Fantasy, I guess you could say, you got to level up. So that's my first thing so far. All right, leveling up, you receive experience points, obviously. The tougher the mob is, the more XP you get to an extent. So yeah, let's just talk a little bit about the places you can level up. You advance leveling up through different places, and you can Beastmaster is one of the races that you actually can solo all the way to 75. But for other than that, most races it involves you getting in they call them experience parties and leveling up with them. And yeah, there's many different jobs. The mage jobs would be White Mage, which is just curing basically, and like the protecting shells. And I'm gonna try to keep this basic vocabulary for gaming because I don't know how many of you have played FF11 in the past or whatever. But yeah, so and then there's Red Mage, which the key part they play is refreshing. They can basically regenerate MP while they do a little bit of white magic and a little bit of black magic. Black magic is the damage, like stone, fire, ice, etc. All the elements, I guess you could say. And then there's the tank jobs, which the tank jobs are is to take the damage and to keep the monster attacking him while the mage is Kieran, basically. And that's the Paladin. And Paladin, they just have really high defense and they get hit. And then there's the Ninja, which has basically uses shadows and tricks the mob. It basically makes the mob on drugs or something, so he sees two, or drunk or whatever. So he sees two, so he has less chance of getting hit. And yeah, and then there's some damage dealing jobs such as Samurai, Ranger, Warrior, etc. I'm not going to go through all of them. There are different races which you can probably see on the screen here. Mithra with the tail, it's a cat-like character. They have tails. They are female. To the left, the big guy. His name is, what is it? Trutz or something, I think it is, as you see on the screen. He's a Galka. They're the big, powerful, high, a lot of hit points. And then there's the little Taru in the... Yeah, and then the Taru's a little guy, and then Elvins with the elf ears and tall and skinny, and then human, just the average human being. And you can kind of create your characters however you want to look, but you have to follow the basic races. So, all right, yeah. What else can I say about, before I show this little clip here, what else can I say about this? Okay, yeah, so let's just go through leveling up. You basically kill monsters and you try to stay alive, and it sounds kind of boring, I guess, but it's very entertaining. So I'm just going to show you this little clip here, and the highest level you can get is 75, and I believe this is a random YouTube video named FF11's Cherry Hits 75 Ninja, so 75 is the highest level, so, and Ninja's very expensive job to get up to 75, so I'm just going to kind of reward her by showing her this commentary, or showing this commentary about FF11, about him or her dinging 75. So, okay, as you can see, they are basically hitting this monster. It does look like they have a Link, a second mob attacking, and they're just basically going to dominate this in as many ways as they can. This is an old school place to level up. This is before the expansions kind of came out. And, yeah, I didn't know there's going to be those subtitles there. So hopefully nothing too inappropriate comes up for the younger crowd that I host. So yeah, putting up the shadows there to just not get hit, and basically it's very fun to play. You actually use macros, which is it's weird. They call macros in Final Fantasy 11, and that's like your short keys, basically like micro is in StarCraft. That's kind of what macro is. Like you do out one, and it'd be short key to cast a spell, and then F2 would be to provoke the monster, and just there's a bunch of them. And out, not F, sorry. So yeah, this is just absolute domination here. So lots of links though. So I'm just gonna, this video only lasts for like 15 more seconds. So I'm actually gonna just let this video end here. This is just an idea of what the leveling up is like. And then I'm gonna move on to a different part of the game here. But yeah, looks like he will be dinging 75. So, and that video is over. So that's gonna be that. And now, yeah, I'm gonna actually move on to part 2. So part 2 of Final Fantasy 11. So yeah, here we go. Alright, part 2 of Final Fantasy 11 is actually not what the video is about. I'm just going to talk about part 2 because it's kind of hard to show video on it. And yeah, I was planning on actually being able to play this and recording it, but my friend canceled his Final Fantasy 11 account a week ago or two, and I wasn't aware of that. And then, because I used to play this, but I quit about a year ago or so when I started playing StarCraft, and StarCraft's better. Anyways, yeah, so this part 2 of FF11 would have to be just how you make money when you get up in your levels, and because you need that to buy gear and to just, the basic stuff. Hey, gil, so hard to earn. It's actually called gil. And did I say gold? I'm used to Diablo. Anyways, it's called gil, so that's the money. Just like the loonie in Canada and the dollar in the U.S., it's the gil in FF11. So part 2 is going to be how you earn money, and that's you do it by farming, which is just basically killing monsters that drop the appropriate stuff that can sell for good money. And you also can craft. Crafting is a huge way of earning money, and crafting there's bone craft. Now I can't think of any, of course. Bone craft, cooking, alchemy, just a bunch of different stuff, and woodcraft and etc. So you can do that to earn money, and that's a huge way to earn money. And then there's fishing. You can fish for different fish, obviously, and make money that way. And then they're called gods, and no, I'm not like a Satanist or whatever, but they're called, you've